Hi, everybody. This is Samantha Calamaris with App Properties. I'm here with another community favorite, and today I'm so excited that I get to speak with Mambo Italiano owner. I just love saying that name. Briana, how are you today?
I'm great, Sam. How are you?
I am good. I'm so excited to talk to you because I've been looking at what everybody's been doing, and we're all in a very difficult position right now. And you guys have done such a great job with getting the word out and making sure that people know we're here, we're ready, we're prepared, and we want to feed you. So why don't you tell me a little history of Mambo Italiano? And I know you have another restaurant called the Wild Buffalo, and tell us the history and your connection to the community.
Mambo Italiano has been open now for 16 years, actually 16 years in September. My husband and I opened this restaurant
Let's
together.
mention his name, Sal. Hi, Sal.
Salvatore.
Yes. There you go.
Sal and I opened this. We took a big leap and a huge venture together almost 16 years ago and grew it to what it is today. You know, you've seen the restaurant after
beautiful.
Now we're on, I think, our fourth expansion. We had to actually halt all works right now because of the whole COVID-19, but that's okay, because you know we'll resume when COVID is over. You know, the restaurant's like our baby. It's like our home. It really is, and that's what I like to. That's what I like to give to people when they walk in the door. I want them to feel comfortable. I want to make them feel like they're walking into my house, that they're a guest, maybe even a family member at my table. You know, everything that we put out, Sal and I, we wrote the menu. My husband and I are both chefs. You know, we grew up in this, you know, very European lifestyle. My husband is first generation American. English was not his first language. You know, so we want to give that to everybody. We want to share, you know, what is at our table with them. You know, if you've ever been to Italy or, you know someone that has, like, the first thing they say about that country is that it's just extremely welcoming. People love there. They love food. They love to eat. They love to just have fun and enjoy. And, you know, I kind of want to give that to everybody. And I think that's a great message to give currently, especially because of COVID. You know, I think what we should take away from COVID is that we should kind of get back to the basics, you know, and share great excitement with everybody just to be together.
Right. Fill their bellies with good food, and everybody's at home right now and they're enjoying each other's company. And I actually did go to Italy last year. I went with my daughter, and it was by far, it was eye-opening. They were the restaurants, you sit down and the food, it's so welcoming and feeling like you're just in a totally different environment. You can sit there for hours and talk. It was wonderful. So we'll talk about that later. But let's talk a little bit about how I could order food and what kind of precautions are you guys taking in the kitchen? Because I know that's a big concern for a lot of people right now.
I absolutely understand their concern. Definitely my own concern. First and foremost, you know, unfortunately, when COVID hit and we had to close our doors to the public, you know, we had to lay off, you know, a huge portion of our staff, which I miss dearly. And trying to communicate with them and check up on everybody, you know, in between homework. You know, but we did keep on a very small team. Everyone who's on this team right now, actually it's team members from both restaurants, not just Mambo, but they are only at the Mambo location. You know, they've been with us for, you know, over 15 years now. So we do trust them. We are taking precautions, making sure they are not sick. The amount of plastic gloves that we have is unbelievable. We've always used them, so thank goodness we have, you know, a large stock. They're wearing gloves. Some of the employees are wearing masks, you know, just making sure that, you know, no one is in any form of outside contact. Most of the people that actually are working live with no one. They don't have, family members. Really, honestly, the only one who has a family is my husband and then one of the managers, and we're making sure that, everybody's staying at home, not going out, so on and so forth. We have curbside pickup only. No one, no one's allowed to actually enter Mambo. We are not taking any form of money. We are only taking payment electronically with credit cards over the phone. We're not even taking a signature right now. That's about it. We're
great.
just, I mean,
so they call. Yeah, go ahead. You go ahead.
That's okay. We have a checklist as well. It's all timed on how we clean things, what we clean, and so on and so forth. And just practicing, good hygiene, and again, making sure no one's sick.
Right.
So,
You're just, yes, keeping it safe, people call, they put in an order, they pull up, and then you have somebody there that will come out to them, get their name, and bring in their food.
Yes.
Bring them their food. Good. So
Correct.
The least amount of contact possible. That's great. Yep. One thing I wanted to mention to you is, while I was doing some research and looking around, is the amount of people that love you, the return visitors that you have. They all talk about how much they want to support you, how they've been coming to you for years. And I think that that's something to be really proud of. I read a few articles about how you have to go in and use my name. It's just kind of one of those places where you come in and you feel really comfortable. And I'm sure you owe a lot of that to your staff. So we briefly talked about it, but how is your staff doing? I know you plan to hopefully bring them back when you can, but are you, you said you're in contact with them. It must be hard for you guys right now because you are like a family.
It is hard. And, it's honestly, I really wish that I could do more with checking in on them. Just with 3 kids, one of them being a baby, it's extremely hard. My love goes out to each and every one of them. And fortunate enough, I think that we are going to be able to have everyone come back to the restaurant. So, I'm fingers crossed. I say a prayer for us, that because I love each and every one of them. They're there. They all serve a purpose, and, they all bring this different energy to Mambo. And that is why our clients write such beautiful things. And it is due to our staff. So.
Mm-hmm. Good. Okay. So one thing I wanted to mention that we didn't talk about is you live in Long Grove and you grew up in Long Grove. So you are definitely close by and you're serving. Let's talk about what areas you're serving. Pretty much anybody can call and bring it, right? Or pick up food. And then I also want to ask you, what are your most popular dishes that people love?
Wow. The areas that we're servicing, like you said, anybody can call, pick up food. We've had people come from very far away. They call, they ask for big tubs of minestrone. Some people are ordering, tubs of marinara or vodka marinara sauce, or just big trays of food and taking it with them. And then we have people that are right in our delivery area, surrounding areas, Libertyville, Vernon Hills, Buffalo Grove, Long Grove. We are now serving Lake Forest, Hawthorne Woods. I know during the week they've gone up north. They've gone to like Gray's Lake and Gurnee when they're not as busy. We've expanded that delivery range just because of COVID. We're trying to help everybody out. I know that some people are like me, they can't leave the house because they have 3 kids and, they just need a little bit of help. So we actually have one of our coworkers is actually driving all the way up to Antioch, and she's delivering food to a 7-year-old. I'm sorry, maybe she's a little bit older than that. A woman, because it's her birthday and she can't make it to us. So, want to promote and do things, kind of like that. So, and if
tell me your favorite dishes. What do you love there?
Favorite,
what is the most popular?
Most popular. It's kind of hard to say. There's so much. It's my favorite dish. I don't know. That's hard to say too. Right now I'm fasting. Can you say hi?
Hi, sweetie. Oh, I love that.
That's my Melania.
Hi, Melania.
right now, I'm fasting until Easter. Easter for us is on Sunday. So right now it's been fish, and fish for me. So, last night we just had really simple broiled salmon, and I made a beautiful salad with, all sorts of side vegetables, and it was fantastic.
Good.
A huge winner right now is our cacio e pepe ravioli. It's a handmade ravioli that's, stuffed with cracked black pepper and all sorts of cheeses, and just a really simple cacio e pepe sauce. And cacio e pepe means cheese and pepper,
It
and then
sounds so good.
it is. And then we toast some prosciutto and just add the toasted prosciutto on top, and it's wonderful.
I know you guys are thinking about doing it's in the works right now, but it sounds really exciting. Some like little pizza kits or some cinnamon roll kits. I'm sure you'll keep us updated on that, and I'll keep update our audience, but I'm sure that that's something you're planning on doing soon.
Yes, we are. We've had the idea actually even before COVID. Once we decided that we were opening up our new
She's fine. I think it's great. I think it's great.
Once we decided that we were opening up our new store, we started rolling with new ideas and what could we do. So beside doing, cooking classes in our new location and demonstrations, and we're planning on doing kids cooking camp for the summertime. I was like, why don't we do some make and takes and some kits that people could take home to do with their kids, because I'm constantly doing it with mine and they love it. And just, it's a really amazing, mind stimulating thing for a child to work with something like pizza dough, So we decided that once COVID hit, we wanted to launch, these kits, because we thought it would be a great idea to keep kids occupied and keep them occupied with something that's healthy, rather than YouTube or, TV. But
okay, so I want to hit on something that's important here, because you kind of touched on, you figured, all right, well, we're going to do these tutorials. Well, one of my favorite things to do is watching you with your tutorials. So you, we talked about Mambo Italiano, but you also, I love what you post. And can you tell us where we can find that and kind of what your background and your intent is to do with these tutorials and why it came about?
All right. Well, we've had the brand Briana Cardone working for quite some time now. I was just waiting to have my son. My son is 18 months now, in order to launch this brand. So we are still in the works of my website, which is going to be my blog. But because of COVID, it just boomed. It was people asking me for recipes, telling me to send them information about Easter bread and other things. So if you follow me on Instagram, and it's just Briana Cardone, Briana Cardone, or follow me on Facebook, and that's Briana Di Tommaso Cardone, Briana Ditommaso Cardone. You can see, I've been posting live videos. I've been posting, some cooking demonstrations, also just some recipes with some photos to try to inspire everybody and to give them ideas on things to do. And, it's been wonderful. It's wonderful seeing people are private messaging me, or people are tagging me on post of, what my recipes have inspired them to do, or them just making my recipes. So, I'm hoping that it could give people, a sense of help, because they're not as used to being in the kitchen as I am. I'm used to being in the kitchen because that's what I do for a living. And I'm also used to being a mom, so it kind of, that's just bam.
It works.
It works,
It works. And you do a great job. It's easy. It's simple. You have to go and see it, because she did this one recently where she started putting all these really great ingredients in, and then she took her hair down and put it in her hair. And so it's not just, it's not just food, but it's also beauty. And I look forward to following you on that. We are praying for your success. We want you to reopen up your doors at Mambo Italiano and the Wild Buffalo. We hope to support you, and just tell us you're open 7 days a week right now. Are you still doing 3 to 9 for full carry out with Mambo?
Actually, now I believe we've opened up for lunch. My husband's been going back and forth,
because he wasn't busy enough.
I know. Yeah, he wasn't busy enough. Well, yes, we are open for lunch. The time I am unsure of. I can get that to you.
I'm going to tag Mambo so people can look it up easily.
Yeah. And I mean, if anybody has any, questions or concerns or need of any recipes, they can always, private message me, on Instagram or Facebook, and I'd be happy to help.
Good. Briana, it was such a pleasure speaking with you today.
Thanks, Sam.
I really enjoyed our time. I know that you guys are going to succeed, and there's so many restaurants out there, and not only do we want to continue to support you, but I encourage everybody to support all your local restaurants and do what you can so that we can get through this. So thank you for your time, and tell us again, what's the phone number for Mambo?
It's 847-281-9100. And
do you have a website?
If the phone lines are busy, that means that people are there.
Keep calling, right?
Keep calling. Yep.
Yes. Good.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Briana. Anything else you want to say in closing?
You were saying our website is
yes.
It's the Mambo Italiano. So I think it's just the mamboitaliano.com. Yeah.
Great. All right. Good. You can tell this is not my full-time job.
No, it's okay. You're wonderful.
I'm doing my best. All right. Very good. Thank you. And I'm sure your kids are missing you. So thank you for your time today.
Thanks, Sam.
Okay.